Welcome back to my channel. Today, we dive deep into the shadows, into the world of covert missions, political manipulation, silent wars, and operations that shape the modern world without the public ever knowing. This is the untold story of the Central Intelligence Agency, the powerful American intelligence service known publicly as the CIA, but feared globally for what it does in the dark. Grab your headphones. We're entering a world where truth is hidden, governments fall overnight, and one agency silently alters the destiny of nations, the birth of a shadow empire. The CIA was not born from peace. It was born from fear. After World War II, the United States watched the Soviet Union grow stronger. Europe was in ruins. Tensions rose. The Cold War began. To fight this new invisible war, America needed a weapon, not one made of steel, but of secrecy. And so, in 1947, under the National Security Act, the CIA was created. Its mission? To gather intelligence. But soon, it would go far beyond that. Behind closed doors, presidents quietly expanded the CIA's powers. It became a global chess master, moving nations, leaders, and events like pieces on a board. And the world would never be the same. The coup that changed the Middle East. Our first stop, Iran, 1953. A peaceful nation with a democratically elected prime minister, Mohammad Mossadegh. He made one bold decision. He nationalized Iran's oil. This threatened Western profits, especially a British petroleum giant. And just like that, Iran became a target. The CIA and British intelligence launched Operation Ajax, the first major covert coup of the Cold War. Here's how they did it. Paid local mobs to create chaos, bribed politicians and military officers, spread fake news in newspapers, orchestrated violent protests, installed a pro-Western Shah into power. Iran's democracy fell in days. This single operation reshaped the Middle East for decades. It also set a template the CIA would use again and again when bananas caused a coup. 1 year later, the CIA struck again, this time in Guatemala. Why Guatemala? Because the government wanted to return unused land to poor villagers. But that land belonged to a powerful American company, the United Fruit Company. So the CIA launched Operation PBSU Success. It used mercenaries, fake radio broadcasts pretending to be rebel armies, psychological warfare, airstrikes from unmarked planes. The Guatemalan government collapsed. Another democracy replaced with a military regime. This sparked civil wars for decades, costing over 100,000 lives, all because of bananas and power. The CIA's mind control experiments. This is the darkest chapter in CIA history. During the 1950s and 60s, the CIA feared the Soviets were developing mind control technology. So they launched Project MK-Ultra, a program that tested drugs, hypnosis, sensory deprivation, and psychological torture on thousands of unsuspecting people. Experiments included administering LSD without consent, torturing prisoners, attempting to erase memories, trying to create programmed assassins. Hospitals, prisons, and universities were used as testing centers. Most Americans never knew. Many victims were left mentally destroyed for life. When the scandal was about to leak, the CIA destroyed most MK-Ultra documents in 1973. What survived is terrifying. The CIA's biggest failure, 1961, Cuba. The CIA trained an army of Cuban exiles to overthrow Fidel Castro. The plan was supposed to be quick and clean. Instead, it was a disaster. The invasion force landed at the Bay of Pigs and was immediately crushed by Cuban forces. President John F. Kennedy was humiliated. The CIA's reputation suffered, and the world saw the agency wasn't invincible. This failure nearly triggered nuclear war during the Cuban Missile Crisis, Vietnam, and the Phoenix program. As the Vietnam War escalated, the CIA created one of its most controversial programs, the Phoenix program. Its mission? Identify and eliminate Viet Cong members through infiltration, interrogation, and assassinations. The results? Thousands killed. Torture methods exposed. Widespread human rights abuses. Critics called it a campaign of terror. Supporters claimed it saved American lives. But one thing is undeniable. It changed how intelligence warfare was conducted. CIA scandals explode. In the 1970s, leaked documents and whistleblowers exposed decades of secret operations. Congress created the Church Committee, uncovering assassination attempts on foreign leaders, illegal spying on American citizens, mind control programs, hidden wars. This led to a rare moment of transparency. For the first time, the world saw the CIA's darkest secrets. But the reforms wouldn't last. Afghanistan, Operation Cyclone. 1979. The Soviet Union invades Afghanistan. The CIA seizes the moment. They begin one of the largest covert operations in history, Operation Cyclone. Billions of dollars in weapons were funneled into Afghanistan. Militant fighters were trained, armed, and supported to push back the Soviets. The mission succeeded. The Soviet army withdrew, but there was a long-term consequence. Many of the fighters trained in this period later formed extremist groups, altering global security forever. A victory in the moment, a problem for decades. The narco wars and the Contras. During the 1980s, another scandal shook the agency. The CIA was accused of supporting the Contras, rebel groups in Nicaragua, even as members of these groups were involved in drug trafficking. Investigations revealed CIA officers looked the other way. Funds from cocaine sales supported rebel operations. Journalists exposing this faced threats. Though the agency denied direct involvement, the scandal created massive distrust. The CIA in the Middle East. From the 1980s to 2000s, the CIA shaped Middle Eastern politics through covert operations. It supported certain factions, monitored nuclear developments, and provided intelligence leading up to major conflicts. Post 9/11, the agency gained even more power. Counterterrorism became the new priority. But this era also included secret prisons, enhanced interrogation methods, increased drone operations, and debates over morality versus security heated up worldwide. The CIA today, a new age of secrecy. The CIA today is no longer just operating in jungles or deserts. Its battlefield is now digital. Cyber warfare, AI surveillance, global intelligence networks, invisible wars fought through data. The world has changed, but the agency's mission remains the same: protect national security by any means necessary. The question is, how far should those means go? The truth in the shadows. For nearly 80 years, the CIA has shaped world history, sometimes as a protector, sometimes as a destroyer. Its operations toppled governments, ended wars, started others, saved lives, took lives, created stability, and unleashed chaos. This is the paradox of secret power, when an agency is judged not by what the world sees, but by what it hides. Thank you for watching this documentary. If you want more deep history storytelling videos, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, stay curious, stay aware, and remember, not all history is written in the light. Some of it exists in the shadows. Goodbye.